we have a person, a best of best, a person who's a business development consultant by profession, and he's a budding coach by passion. And he accidentally joined Toastmasters in November 2018. Surprisingly, he's now in 6 clubs in 2 districts and has served as treasurer, VP membership, and VP education. Currently, besides being an Area 2 director, he's also president of Allied Bahrain Toastmasters Club and VP Education of Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club and Bahrain Debaters Toastmasters Club. He's very active. He's not only very active in Toastmasters, he's very active in LinkedIn. He has got a lot of members through LinkedIn. And we members are not aware of the importance of LinkedIn. And our district PRM, DTM Allen, calls LinkedIn as hidden gem. Here we have someone who has used LinkedIn very effectively, and let's hear it from the expert, Toastmaster Ghulam Farooq. Toastmaster Ghulam Farooq, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, for your wonderful introduction. Let me just start a bit from my presentation. Now, what you have seen is like all the dynamic, the tech savvy, and the young people presenting all about Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Now, Alan chose me because I'm a little more formal and a little bit dull. He said, you try to talk about LinkedIn, which is more a social organization. People do not think LinkedIn to be a tool for promotion of activities. Now, I would like to dispel that theory a little bit and talk about how you can use LinkedIn and how it is typically to be used to promote both yourself and the club. So let me give you a background about what Toastmasters and LinkedIn comparison. Now, Toastmasters is a non-profit organization. Look, LinkedIn is a social media. Regarding members, LinkedIn has 740 million members, naturally much less than Facebook. It has only 20,000 employees, sorry. But if you look at Toastmasters International, we have 117 volunteers. Nearly half of a little less than half of our members are volunteers. So what I would like to say is that there's a huge potential of how our members, if they have those multimedia social accounts, can have a greater reach. And each of these volunteers is on any of the social platforms that my colleagues have already talked about. The reach of Toastmasters and your club can increase multifold. But we have also about the fun activity that we had about LinkedIn and Facebook. But let's look at how the social media usage is on the whole world at the moment. If you look at it, these are the statistics given by different researchers. There are around 4 billion people who are using social media, out of which 7 out of 10 in US are adults. 78% of women use it compared to 65% of men. And 90% of the people on the social media are between 18 to 29 age group. And 82% of the people on social media are between 30 to 49 age group. Now, why are these age groups important? I'll come to that point later on. Again, let's look at different statistics here. Different statistics saying like which age group is very popular and which social media account is very popular to them. You see YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook trump LinkedIn by spades. You can always see that these are the social media because they are more fun, they are very active. And even if you go to the middle age group, you still see that even in the 30-49 group, 25-29, these other social media are active. But LinkedIn is not that active, but LinkedIn is active in mostly the 25 to 29 age group. And this is important statistics. Why? Because when you are using any of the social media that I'm talking about or any of my colleagues are talking about, you have to know your club demographics. Once you understand your club demographics, what are my club members for? At what age group are they average? Like if your groups are average between 18 to 24, which is young groups, a little bit here, maybe the most active group for you is YouTube and LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. But if you have a bit of higher age group and something like that, maybe you want to see again Facebook and this thing, but still you see LinkedIn is less. But I'll tell you the reason why it is there because of some misperceptions. Now let's come to the education background. You see that most of the time, college experience and everything also determines which category they are more active in. So you see, Facebook trumps by everything, but LinkedIn, there's one statistics I would like you to notice. You see a difference between 19 to 23, sorry, 18 to 24 group and 25 to 29 group, there's only a 3% increase. And then if you look at Facebook, there's a 76 to 84% increase. But if you look at LinkedIn, suddenly the numbers more than double. What does this say about us? Now, as a business development professional, what I look at here is that now is the age at 25 that people are more concerned about developing their networks and developing their professional reach. And they look forward to get that on LinkedIn. And this is where the prime membership group for my clubs are coming from. So I look forward to catching that group. And where can I find them? On Facebook or LinkedIn, because this is where they are more susceptible to seeing our advertisements, our features, and saying, okay, what are my other colleagues doing? And how can I interact with all of them? So let's look at some common perceptions on LinkedIn. One of the common perceptions is it's a networking platform for working professionals. Yes, it's a network, but you can also do business, and it's more, cannot post party pictures on it. Yes, that's true. Now, the other perception is that Toastmasters events are social and not appropriate for LinkedIn. We are having fun, okay? And we don't want to post this on LinkedIn because we want to keep both the social and the professional activities a little bit separate. And some of us may say, I have a separate persona for my professional network than my social network. I want to keep it separate. And the other thing that I also heard about some people saying is that, look, if I post too many things of what I'm doing as social activities on LinkedIn, my management or my colleagues may think I'm not dedicating 100% of my time or devotion to the company because I'm active on some other things. Okay? Now, this is a serious misconception. So again, as I come back to that point, people say limiting market potential, but again, I'd like to stress on this point that you see a significant jump from the 24 to 29 age group that people want to develop their social careers, professional careers. And this is where I would like to really stress upon why LinkedIn is very important for all of you. First of all, why do you think you can't share your achievements on Toastmasters on LinkedIn? Aren't you doing an educational development in LinkedIn on Toastmasters? For example, if you want to do a college degree, how many years it takes you? 3 to 5 years. Now, consider yourself to be a fresh Toastmasters. How many years does it take you to complete one pathway? 2 years, 3 years. To become a DTM will take you about minimum 3 to 5 years. Isn't that equivalent of dedicated effort that you're putting in your education? Why aren't you proud of that achievement? That's what I would like to say is be proud of your achievement and put those as educational development. Because if you don't promote yourself or sell yourself as or Toastmaster activities as saying that this enhances my professional development so I can contribute to the organization better, then you're always going to be on a back foot. And you will always perceive LinkedIn as, oh, something that is only for office work. No, you have a right to share the professional development. And you are also contributing as a Toastmaster to develop different individuals, also to develop themselves. And this is where you are contributing socially to the society. Why aren't we proud of it? And this is what I would like to say is that this is one of the common reasons that I hear from many of the people saying why they are not promoting their activities of Toastmasters on LinkedIn. This is some of the things that I would like to say is, please rectify that and try to correct that. Do not think of this. And another thing is, let me give you some examples from how I capitalize from LinkedIn. So let me share my LinkedIn pages and see about my company and everything that I can share with you. Sorry. Okay. So if I go to my LinkedIn page, if you see, this is my LinkedIn page, my profile page. And why I put there activities that I do. Like I am a member of Toastmasters. I am a president, IVP. I put all the club roles that I did together, not only of those things, other professional organizations. Why? Because I'm proud of these organizations. They helped me in developing my career. They helped me develop those skills. And the most important thing that most of the clubs do not have, if I try to search for the clubs who have Toastmaster clubs as registered our organization, you find there are 2,600 results of Toastmaster organizations, different organizations having their own company pages on LinkedIn. So the myth that LinkedIn is not suitable for Toastmasters is completely wrong. And there's a huge benefit of that. So if I look at my club, which which I'm currently president of, Allied Bahrain Communicators Toastmaster Club, we have our own web page as a company. So if I look at it, we do some postings, okay? And we have all of these posts and everything that we do. And if you look at different posts, I think that we have different likes. Even though how many followers do we have? We have 145 followers, a small number. Yeah, I admit that. But let's see how the reach increases. Let's look at some of the posts that we were able to do in the organization. Let's look at this post, which congratulates a member for achieving something. 33 likes and 10 comments by different organizations. Just an example, different people throughout the world are congratulating for you. And the important thing is, as TDM Kazakhstan and our former speaker says, always remember to tag your members. Tag as much as possible, because this increases the post reach. Then there's another post that I have where I was congratulated for being an Area 2 director. If I look at it, 37 comments, 37 likes, 12 comments. And if I look at another page book on completing my pathway level 4, where I put that as a qualification, I get 96 likes and 54 comments. And if I look at the likes, you see, I can come here and I can even see that people from my company are liking it. Not only just my colleagues in my company, but just let me come here, down a little bit. Okay. Even I have my CEO liking my achievement. And this increases my recognition in the company, because my company recognizes that this development that I am doing for my professional development will help the company and reach a new audience and help me do my job much better. Okay. Different clubs. So another example, 101 likes, 40 comments. So these are multiple achievements that you can go ahead and reach for them. Okay. So how to use LinkedIn? There are multiple documents that we have that we can use. Let me share my presentation again a little bit. Okay. So there's a document called A Beginner's Guide How to Use LinkedIn for Business. But what I want you to also understand that not only for LinkedIn, but anything, there are multiple resources that you must utilize. Can anyone tell me what these are? Making connections through networking, building a social media presence are? Okay. These are what we call Toastmaster projects. Okay. Now, what you can do is what the District 20 is even announcing PR awards for certain, like C7 and 06 for different things. And what I believe is that when you do these types of projects, not only are you developing your social presence on the media, but you're also trying to complete your projects. Take advantage of TMI projects. And TMI itself is trying to promote you by making you internet savvy or tech savvy by trying to do these projects. You do these projects, you also even PR awards, you complete your projects and pathways and everything. So I hope that I see a lot of people after this seminar with my colleagues and the tips that they have received from DTM Kazakhstan, Toastmaster, DTM Alina, Toastmaster Tabassum, that this is the network, that social media is a source of development, not only for yourself, but also for your professional career, and do that. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ghulam Farooq. That was really, really amazing. Yes, I always wondered how you got all these members through LinkedIn. And you said you shared everything today. Thank you so much for that. And it's truly amazing to know that LinkedIn has got a lot of potential, and we need to explore and you really use it. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ghulam, for that wonderful session.